And we're live. I feel very washed out in this gray sweatshirt today. Like try to pull the green in there a little. I don't know. My skin looks very washed out.
I am always washed out. It's just a permanent state of being with my skin tone.
Oh no. Katie, I just saw your.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, Fox has a fever.
Ew.
And I left all 3 kids with Steve to put to bed. But guess what? I was alone with the kids. I made a 6-hour drive down to my brother's for Thanksgiving. So he can watch the kids for a night.
That's right.
He will be fine.
You will be fine. I love it. Are there doors on your little library room now?
There always have been.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're pocket doors.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I remember there being doors. So.
Did you get caught in the weather at all? Drives?
No, thankfully no. I mean, so we were in Indiana, and Indiana didn't get hit like Wisconsin got hit with the storm, but they did get some snow. And
Northern Indiana got hit, by the way.
What?
That's where we were. Northern Indiana got hit.
Yes. I mean, what would you, Zionsville is like
north. You're down by Indianapolis. And that's so far south. They don't get a lot of snow.
No. I mean, we were in Zionsville, which is a northern suburb of Indianapolis. So we did get snow. We just didn't get like 10 inches of snow like people got here.
Yeah. My parents got like 8.5, 9 inches while we were there.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So yeah, I know that Indianapolis was like right on the edge. Like for much of the day, it looked like we were in this like weird bubble that the storm wasn't hitting.
Yeah.
I got snow at my mom's, but it was only a couple inches. It was enough for me. I'm like, okay, peace out. I'm going back to Virginia. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. I feel like it's been a long time. Here we are. Thank you for being flexible with us because as we are on a Tuesday, not a Wednesday. It's holiday season, so everything is just getting busier and busier as we go. But you're here. We're here to talk about The Hired Girl by Laura Amy Schlitz. And this is written in journal style. So my first question is, were you guys journalers when you were kids? Like when you were younger, did you keep a diary or a journal?
Oh, I should have pulled out my diary.
Oh, I have a whole box of them somewhere. Yeah.
I called my diary Kitty.
You called it Kitty.
So I'd say, yes, I called it Kitty. And then I also had code names for like the boys I had crushes on.
That's so funny.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
I don't think I named mine, but I definitely talked about boy crushes a lot.
I did not have, I am not a writer and I am not sentimental about stuff at all. I am the worst. I'm really the worst. Because I remember during COVID, people, like my mom and stuff, they're like, you should journal about this because 25, 30 years from now, like your kids will be interested in looking back and like you're living history right now. Like
I didn't even think about that.
Like you should be writing down your day-to-day experiences and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I really should. You're right. And so I like tried it and it lasted all of like a week because it's just like, I'm such a shoot it straight person. I am not fluffy. I am not like into the lyrical blah, blah, blah of it all. And so I'm just like, today was a good day. The end. Like,
I mean, that a lot of times, if you like look at, so Wilder brought home, he says that it was his teacher's like great grandfather's experience or great. I don't know. I don't really believe him, but it is a really big book. And it's like, it's basically diary entries of this boy who grew up in the 1800s. But a lot of it is just, it's very basic. It's not flowery. It's just like today we went out into the fields
and collected 6 eggs.
Exactly. But Wilder finds it fascinating.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, even those like very mundane journals, if you were to have kept them for longer than a week, would be really interesting 20 or 30 years from now.
Oh, I'm
But
sure.
what are those journals going to say? Well, it was another day inside.
It's making me crazy.
Well,
Steve brought home 10 pounds of yams.
I remember I have the notebook somewhere. I should pull it back out, but I started journaling or like whatever more around because I lived outside of Minneapolis when the George Floyd stuff happened. And so that was something that I wrote a lot about because on top of the COVID thing, we were dealing with curfews and riots and all this sort of thing that was really scary. And so the combination of both of those really scary things, just, yeah. But yeah, I feel like I'm with Jen where it's just like, I think it's the ADHD of it all where I'm like, yeah, that sounds great for a day. And tomorrow no.
Let's just say hellos to some people. Kat is here and Agatha and Jen. Hi, Kim and PJ and Judy. Woohoo. Maria, I haven't seen you in ages. Connie is here. Hi, Katie. Amanda. Fort Wayne, Angela had 12 inches. Yikes. Hi, Kathy. Katie has journaled, but not consistently. Same. Never stuck for Jen. COVID journal entry. We're totally out of toilet paper now. Right? Didn't keep a journal, just completed a grandmother journal and keeps it.
That's
cool.
amazing.
That's very cool. My mother has always been big on journaling and passed that on to me. No, my mom was not big on journaling, so I didn't get that gene either. Love it.
It's cute. Right now, my mom has been sending snail mail to one of my kids, and it's like once a week she writes her a letter, and she just writes about what life was like when she was her age. She's like, I remember my favorite Christmas. I got blah 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 blah, or I remember that when I was on the cheerleading squad in middle school and blah 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 happened, or whatever.
That's so cool.
That's been a lot of fun for her.
Yeah, I bet.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Well, let's
dive right in.
Do you guys enjoy reading in a journal, like a journal entry style?
I love it.
Oh yeah, I mean, it reminds me of an epistolary novel. I mean, it's similar to an epistolary novel, and I love epistolary novels.
Same. I know, I really liked it too. I feel like you get in. I mean, you always can potentially get into the head of the character, but it feels like this is the thing.
It feels so personal.
Mm-hmm.
It does feel so personal, yeah.
And I like it because you really see the character growth throughout the book.
Yeah.
And her like, oh, I didn't realize that before. Oh,
Yeah. I love this.
But secretly, my favorite entries are always the ones where she's really mad. And she's like, oh, that, because like as a kid that's where you go.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I could really just sock them one right now.
Yeah. No, I enjoy the journal. I listened to this on audio and I was wondering if it would feel different from reading it, but I enjoyed the audiobook of it.
Oh, good. Did you listen to the audio too, Amanda?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. And because I am so awesome at catching details, I mean, normally I am actually, but in this case, it took me a while before I even realized it was in journal format.
Oh, that's funny.
Well, I was like, is this going to be journal the whole way through? I think it is.
I feel like you do forget.
You do.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean, it's very similar to a first-person narrative.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I forgot that when I bought this, I bought it at in St. Paul at that red balloon.
Oh, you did? That's where you bought it?
And there was a shelf talker, and they let me keep the shelf talker.
Oh, that's right. I remember that you wanted to
Red Balloon bookstore.
I forgot that was the book.
I just looked in there. I'm like, what is this? Oh, that's the shelf talker from when I bought the book.
Aww. We were all together when you bought it.
Yeah.
Fans of Downton Abbey, and especially Anna Bates, will love this. It's fun to read an old-fashioned story about a poor, downtrodden girl who makes good.
I love that.
Let's see. Angela loves this writing style. PJ didn't mind it. I've not read many in this style. I am currently in the middle of the Emma M. Lyon series, the Unselected Journals of
I
Emma.
just heard someone else talking about it. Are you loving it?
It's been everywhere. I'm shocked you have not heard.
Katie, you need to. You will love them.
Okay.
Love and listen on audio because her voice is so like you just fall in love with her, and they are delightful.
Okay, that's what I heard. I saw someone on TikTok I just got on TikTok randomly the other day, and the first video was a girl talking about all of the books, and it was a plea for PBS.
What her name is?
Turned it into a series. She was like, "Please, PBS, if you guys are looking for the next series to adapt, this is the one." And PBS actually responded in the comments. They were like, "We love an impassioned plea." So
it would make a fantastic, because each one kind of centers around an event or a certain time period. The first one's maybe 3.5 to 4 hour audiobook. They're very short. They're like novella size.
They get a little longer though, don't they?
They do.
Yeah.
I've read 2 in October, 2 in November. I can't stop. I love them. Love them. So that it just reminded me, because they're also very much journal.
Yes.
I mean, it is. It's the Unselected Journals of Emma Lyon. But yeah. Joan's story was wonderful, full of heart, humor, and historical insight. Enjoyed the audiobook. Same. I love it. Well, let's talk about Joan. Hold on. Back the train. We haven't said overall opinions, rating, whatever, kind of generalized thoughts. Yeah. So in the comments, Kat kind of gave us hers. She thought Joan's story was wonderful, full of heart, humor, and historical insight. What did you guys think of the book as a whole? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Were you glad you picked it up? Were you
not glad you picked it up?
Right. What did you think?
I really, really enjoyed it. I think I really gravitated towards the faith discussions, and in it, between like the Catholic versus Jewish traditions and why they did things the way they did, and how they would hire a Catholic servant to do the cooking on Sabbath because they couldn't do it, like things like that I just thought were fascinating. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Yeah, I enjoyed getting to hear about her falling in love for the first time, and like how it was not what she thought it was going to be. And yeah, I really enjoyed it a lot.
I haven't finished it yet.
Oh yeah, that's right. Katie's here and she doesn't care about spoilers.
I don't care about spoilers. But I can be spoiled. I'm loving it though. I really am loving it. Like I love Laura Amy Schlitz's writing. I find her just a fabulous writer.
Yeah.
Just top tier.
I agree. I really like her writing. I liked Joan even early on, like the whole idea of her wanting to go on strike against her dad.
I loved that.
I just loved her pluck and her determination. She, in a time that it was very difficult, she grabbed her $6 and was like, "I'm out of here. Peace out."
Yep.
And like made a way for herself, which I admired her for that. And I really liked her character. I thought I liked the family where she landed, the Rosen or whatever. I love how she told them she was 18, but none of that, like they
all knew. They all knew she wasn't, but she was like, they think I'm 18.
But they kind of played along, except for the daughter, the youngest daughter.
Yeah, the daughter who knew. She knew.
No way. But
I played with my dollhouse. You're not 18.
I love how they kind of, and I love how she connected with the cook, the older woman who was the cook in that household, or the head.
Oh yeah.
Magda? No.
Yeah.
I don't remember what her name was. But yeah,
Malka.
Yeah. Liked her a lot. Okay, let's see what people. Agatha thought was a good story, even though I'm curious. I want to hear more from you about this, where the voice and characterization weren't consistent. I want to know which sections you're thinking of for that. The ending felt a little limp. Jen said, overall liked it, but I did not like the age gap situation. I understand as a young girl she has a crush, but for the author to return the feelings the other way was cringe. Otherwise, I loved it. 4.5. I enjoyed it, but felt the ending was rushed a little. I wanted a little more from her family reaction to her running away, but her father really didn't care for Joan. No. Yeah, he didn't care at all.
He's a piece of work, that man.
Needed a little more at the end.
I want to know, do you guys agree with that about the ending? I want to know what about the ending.
Yeah, it felt a little rushed. They were trying, it was a long book though, and I feel like she was just trying to get it wrapped up.
Yeah.
But it did feel a little like everything gets jumbled and sorted like that.
Yeah. Joan reminded me of Anne.
Totally.
She did.
Very Anne Shirley character.
Yeah. Loved her interactions with the housekeeper. Yeah, I think I have one. I saw a blurb somewhere, I think. It's not on the book, where it was Downton Abbey meets Anne of Green Gables.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's such a good.
It's such an apt description.
Comparison for it. Like if you like Downton and you like Anne, you will probably like this book.
Yeah.
I thought it was sweet. I thought it was just a really sweet, like, a 14-year-old girl story.
Yeah. Like just a very, very classic kind of coming of age.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in a time where women didn't have a lot of agency, to see this young girl make a path for herself and like take that agency.
Absolutely.
That it would never have been afforded to her
otherwise.
Like, so she just kind of made a way for herself. It's crazy to think like $6 a week was a huge.
Let's find out what that is in today's money, shall we?
Yeah, what year is this? 1911.
1911.
Yeah. I think I gave it 4 stars. I think that's where I landed. Because I did feel like it was a little long.
Yeah.
I was ready for it to end, so I didn't mind a rushed ending because I was kind of ready. I was there for. I'm like, okay, good. We're wrapping things up.
Oh wait, $6?
Yeah.
A week, right?
Yep.
It's worth $204 today. $200 a week. Oh, not great. Not great.
Not great, but her housing and food.
Her housing and food was taken care of. So that actually, that's not.
I mean, it's not great, but she's not a merchant or a dressmaker with her own business. She's serving in a household. So
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, if your food and housing is taken care of, that's
housing is in and of itself is your biggest expense. Right?
Yep.
Katie loves.
Yeah, I also really enjoyed the early 1900s setting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was.
When we were talking about the vacuum. I loved it so much.
Or like getting a vacuum. Like
yeah, that's what I meant. Like getting a vacuum. When they were talking about getting a vacuum and they're like, we should get a vacuum. He's like, nah. She's more like, oh, I guess we have to go clean all the rugs.
Well, and she explained what they had to do. And how they would change things.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a cool way to teach about
that time
period through the eyes of this girl. Yeah.
Yeah.
A little too long for PJ too. Maureen read it years ago. Love it. Read it in August. That's okay.
That happens.
Oh, she's going into what was different about her personality. That's okay. On the one hand, she will describe something very animatedly. And then she said, I keep hitting return before I'm done. No worries. I love how she enjoyed to shop. Yeah.
My goodness. And she'd be like, I shouldn't spend money on this, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm like, girl, same. Same. I feel that.
Well, and how 14 is that, right? Like,
oh, yeah.
When you're like a teenage girl. And
she lives out in the country, and now she's in the city, and she has access to all this stuff.
And she's responsible for whatever she owns. Like, no one else is getting her stuff. So whatever she has is because she bought it or she acquired it somehow. No worries. Joan's mom planted the seeds of importance of education and provided a means. I loved this as well. The forethought of her mom to put money in the doll's clothing, like in the providing of the doll's clothing, and to encourage her daughter to always value the education and to the point where she's like, you don't ever need a man. Like, don't ever get married, be a teacher, make your own way. But it did plant those seeds of, I mean, if she didn't have that, I don't think Joan would have had the gumption to go out on her own.
Yeah.
It's because her mom constantly was, you can do this. You're a woman, like, you make a way for yourself. Don't be dependent on anyone else.
And then to hide that money in her doll.
Yeah. Yeah. She was the spark for her. And it was great housing. Any boarding house would not have been as welcoming. Yeah. She had the whole library. It's true. Her own room, her own space, access to all the things. Yep. Her love of books was fun. Yeah. I know. I liked that too. And he wanted to have those kind of conversations with his daughter too. And his daughter was like, nah, school's dumb. Learning is dumb. So he had this little outlet of having educational conversations, intellectual conversations with his 14-year-old girl. That's not his daughter, but every day began badly. I don't remember that. I like the passionate, I'd rather be impetuous than placid any day, versus the very bland language. Like, I was so excited, I exclaimed. Okay. I didn't pick up on that.
No. Interesting.
Yeah, the mom was very on point. But you still enjoyed it enough to give it 4 stars, so that's good. Yeah, I was wondering that. Oh, good. It turns out she did have vision problems.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that Joan is the one that helped them to discover that.
Yeah.
I mean, the daughter wasn't thrilled about that. What was her name? Margaret? No.
Miriam.
Miriam.
She goes by, her name's Miriam, but Malka calls her
Mimi. Was it Mimi?
Well, I can't pronounce what Malka calls her. Muriel?
Muriel?
Mirele.
M-I-R-E.
Mirelle?
Mirelle?
I don't know.
Yeah, but Mimi or Miriam is what she likes to be called.
Yeah. Okay, so did you overall, I mean, we're kind of talking about Joan, but did you find her endearing or annoying or frustrating?
Yes, all of them.
Yeah.
It's very Anne-ish.
As
I
a
mean, that's why
parent,
some people don't like Anne too. Is like, yeah, she's so endearing, but a lot of people don't like.
frustrating and annoying, and like, but I'm like, that's kids that age. Like
That's
every mom of
14-year-olds.
kids that age, I'm like, that tracks. That's what
Yeah.
they're like.
Yeah.
I don't like them all the time, but you know what? That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they don't like me all the time or ever, to be honest.
Yeah. I mostly liked her. I could have done without the first crush, like her crush on Saul. I could have done without that, but also, I mean, I had tons of crushes when I was 14, so it felt like it tracked
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
completely. Her crush on the brother, right? The one who.
Well, and then they're like, kids also, anyway, not her specifically, they like one guy, and then 30 seconds later, they like it somebody else.
Yeah.
They're very fickle.
Yeah, I also wasn't thrilled. Someone had mentioned it, the age gap with David, the brother who comes in later in the scene.
Mm-hmm.
They do have a little encounter, which he, like, clueless to how naive she really was, because he hadn't been around her. He's just coming in, so I didn't love that. But when he realized how neat,
but Miriam told her,
yeah,
she flat out was like, "This is what he does to girls. Watch it."
Yeah, Miriam.
So it sounds like he has a bit of a record.
Yeah. Reputation in the family. I love it. I want to see. Okay. Well, we did say Joan's father was hard. Yeah, he was very, very harsh.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see the contrast with Mr. Rosenbach.
Yes.
With her father. And then, because I think Mr. Rosenbach was still firm, like trying to get his daughter to do her math lesson, like still firm, but also much more caring.
Yeah.
So they're good opposites of each other. Joan was mostly endearing, but her lack of worldly, just like awareness could be frustrating. However, she did have an open mind to learning, which I did appreciate a lot.
I really, really like that a lot.
Yeah. She was very eager to learn.
Like, oh, maybe this is like why I shouldn't be proselytizing to my Jewish boss.
She did try to convert him at one point, didn't she?
Yeah,
like,
she 100% did.
Again, she was somewhat inconsistent at times. She was very strong, and at other times not. I know, but I feel like that's 14.
I know, I do too. I feel like sometimes they get bees in their bonnets, and sometimes they're really unsure. Mm-hmm. And sometimes they cover up their insecurity by being.
Yeah. I kept having to remind myself she's just 14.
Acting confident.
Joan was darling. She makes her share of mistakes working for the Rosenbach family, but her choices are innocent and comes from a place of compassion. Yeah.
And I think that's one of the things that I really liked about the journal style too, was you get to hear about the problem, but then you get to hear about the fallout.
Yeah.
And then like the turnaround from it. And like what actually happens, and like, which I mean, you get that in any book, but I don't know. I really liked that part of the journaling is the inner thoughts of like, this was the issue, and now this is how I am fixing the issue.
Yeah. Did you have a member of the Rosenbach family that you liked or that stood out to you more than the others? So we have the parents. I'm counting the housekeeper because she's basically part of the family. And then the two sons, Solomon and David, and then the daughter, Miriam. Did you have one of those members of the family that you liked better than others, or that just stood out to you in some way?
I liked the dad a lot. I don't know as though he stood out to me the most. but I liked him a lot. I think I'm getting the brothers mixed up in my head, the names. The artist. He's
David.
the one that sticks out to me the most. Because I feel like he had the most screen time, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah. He was the one that I understood the most.
I think I liked the mom because you could tell that she knew right away that she
What was
wasn't
going on.
And she still provided, like she ran her home because they had gone through multiple.
Yes, because Malka didn't like,
because
was very particular and
she thought she was getting replaced. She thought she was getting the boot.
Right.
Yeah.
So she was a little harsh at the beginning.
I loved Malka. Oh my goodness, I loved Malka.
I loved Malka too.
Even at the beginning when she was crotchety, like I loved her so much.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
And how she was like very stuck in the orthodox ways, but then the Rosenbachs were trying to like loosen up a little bit, and she's like, absolutely not. You will not eat shellfish in this house.
No oysters. No oysters here.
So funny. I was cracking up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. She wasn't very, like, I felt like the dad was more welcoming and kinder.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I still liked the mom too. She wasn't over the top motherly for sure. Mr. R and Janet reminded me of Elsa and Liesel from the book Thief. Okay. I really liked Malka. Enjoy how Mr. R fathered Joan. The mom was always more cautious. Yeah, she was trying to protect her family. She was the social front. Yeah.
Yeah.
But knew to keep her guard up. Well, yeah, I mean, her son found her on a park bench, right? Like, they knew nothing about who she was, where she came from. She wasn't offering up any information.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the mom was probably wisely keeping her guard up.
Yeah.
But also wanting to do the loving thing and provide a safe place for this young girl. Yeah. Yeah, Malka was awesome. She was hardcore. But I love that she recognized, because Joan was a hard worker. Like, she was used to being a hard worker. She was the caregiver, basically, for her whole family, for her three brothers and dad at home.
She knew what hard work was and how rewarding it was.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I loved at the beginning. She's like, well, I'm just not going to make their beds anymore. They can make their own beds.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to.
I will feed them.
But I will
I'm
not
not going to make them a hot dinner.
That's right. Yeah, I'll get them food. They can go eat it under the tree. I love it. Her little stand at the beginning. But I love that there was a teacher that stood out for Joan, that inspired her.
Yeah.
And I love hearing that, because sometimes teaching is such a thankless profession.
Mm-hmm.
To see that here was a teacher that inspired this girl to do something brave, that kept her thinking about what they were talking about in school.
Yeah.
Kept her thinking about it at home.
No, I really liked it though.
I like the Rosenbach family. My favorites were Mr. Rosenbach and Miriam. Yeah. I didn't like Miriam at first, but she grew on me as the story went on. How she rationalized her strike. Yeah. Mm-hmm. She knew the reality, but still tried to take a stand. Yeah. Oh, and that was harsh. I mean, the boys knew when the dad was yelling at her. She was upset because none of the brothers came.
Yeah.
Stood up for her. But they knew they'd get it. Bad or worse the next day. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was just a really tough home life.
Yeah, it was. And the boys had it hard too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sad. Like, I knew the dad wasn't going to care, but if there was going to be a sequel, I would want her to reconcile with at least one of her brothers. Like, not reconcile to go back home, but like have communication.
Them come to the city maybe, or
come to the city and visit and like talk it out.
Yeah.
Show some kind of care. Yeah.
I would have liked that. Well, I haven't finished the end, so I don't know what happened with the brothers, but I would have liked that.
Spoiler alert, nothing. You hear nothing.
Nothing. There's nothing that happens with the brothers. Oh,
no.
Does
You
she
never hear from them again.
You never hear from her family again? Oh. That surprises me a little. I would have expected to at least hear from.
No, I think, don't they reach out to the dad, but he's like, peace out, see ya.
Yeah, but not the brothers.
No, not the brothers. Yeah, but that they do connect with the dad, but he doesn't care still.
Well, that's not shocking.
I think it's once they find out, like, for sure that she's a minor.
Yeah.
They're like, we need to make sure that it's okay with your dad to,
makes her do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Rosenbach. I thought it was interesting that the family had no qualms about using Joan to cleaning cooking.
I thought that was so interesting too. Like I said at the top or whatever, I thought all the talk about Catholicism and Jewish traditions and practices and all of that was just, I loved all of it so much. And how they would give her the day off to go to mass, and how she would go to confession and she would talk to the priests and do the, she was learning the catechism and all of that. But then they would talk about what Orthodox, or not Orthodox, but what Jewish practices they did and observed, and which ones Malka was upset with them because they didn't.
Yeah, I loved it. And I loved how it fit in with the coming of age side of things too, because at 14, you're trying to figure out what you believe.
Yeah.
All of that is part of it. So it was interesting to see her learn about Judaism, because she had never encountered that in her small town in Pennsylvania. Like, that was not a part of her world. So I loved seeing her curiosity and her eagerness to learn. And willingness to follow their traditions and
not offend, like to still be like, I'm not Jewish, I'm definitely Catholic, but I don't want to offend them either.
Right.
Yeah.
And at the same time, go to mass on her own and start meeting with one of the priests and learning from him and the catechism and doing that on her time off, like. And just being and he, of course, wanted her to leave the Jewish family, thought she should be in a Catholic home, but she's like, no, I'm staying with this family. Like, they're fine.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But I also, Amanda, really liked the introduction, if you will, to both religions for Joan, and her learning her own faith and what she believed, and thinking, oh, I need to convert them, but also being willing to learn about their faith and what that meant for them and the running of the home and all of that. I thought that was a really cool. I thought doing it in the context of a story like this is such an interesting too, because both were so kind to each other. Like, she was so kind as a Catholic girl, was so kind to the Rosenbach family, and they giving her the time off so that she could go to mass. And
I think like them too, telling her about like what was going on in Eastern Europe and learning about what some of the Catholic people were doing, and why they were so hesitant about it. And she's like, what do you mean they wouldn't do that? And he's like, sorry, but you know. So
I think it inspires a curiosity.
Oh, for sure.
For kids, like definitely
for
middle graders reading this, like how cool to see this kind of basic introduction to both religions. And
well, and I think too, from a Christianity standpoint, choosing the denomination of Christianity that has the most real history and, you know, the traditions and the practices and all of this kind of stuff, and has a lot to learn.
Mhm.
Whereas I feel like a lot of other Protestant Christian denominations are a lot easier to access. Whereas if you're not familiar with, if you know, I feel like it's kind of like the Jewish faith. Like if you don't have somebody in your life that is Catholic, you have
Yeah.
no idea what any of
Right,
that really
right.
means.
Yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm.
So I like that she chose a sect of Christianity that has more to be learned and has a lot of misconception about it as well.
Yep. Okay, my heart broke for Joan. Oh my gosh. That was
Oh my gosh,
devastating.
yeah.
That was awful.
Terrible.
After she left home, I kept thinking about how the boys and her dad were going to handle the domestic chores, right?
I did
Sounds
too.
like not my problem.
Yeah. I think you Yes, the dad at the end. Oh yeah, they did reach out to him. Yeah. I mean, it was to be expected. From the dad anyway. That's what I would want if there was to be a sequel.
Yeah,
I
they
know.
don't believe in hell. They don't believe hell exists.
Yep.
So
Interesting. I learned some stuff too, Angela. I don't think Joan's father wanted to reconnect. He didn't like that she was a girl, and he blamed Joan for her mom's death. Yep.
yeah.
And he couldn't handle her independence, right? And then if he thought Joan was sassy before she left the farm, he would not like who she became living.
Oh, blue.
Yeah. Do you really think Joan changed much?
Ooh. I don't know. I think she grew up.
Yeah, I mean, I think her worldview broadened.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
grew up. She had a lot of life lessons with the cat and Malka and her first love and, you know, how to manage money, where not to store your diary. Important life lessons we learn.
Yeah.
But I think the character of who she was the same.
How old is she? How much time passes from
It's
the
a
beginning
year.
to the end of the book? A year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think she had more opportunity to interact with different people than, I mean, at home, she was going to school for a bit, but then it was just her dad and brothers, and she really wasn't interacting with anyone for a long while there at the beginning, right? Like she was cooking and cleaning and that's it. Like her brothers weren't talking to her. They weren't having conversations. They weren't talking to each other. So it was just interesting to see once she was in a place where she was interacting with people to see more of her personality come out. So I guess it is changing a little bit because she just has opportunity to interact more.
Yeah.
So I think she does. I would say she changes. She still has that spunk. She still has that kind of sassiness to her. But she also has a kindness. She also has this curiosity. And I think that was there when she was in school. Her love for books and learning, that doesn't change. Yeah. I like that she grew up. Not as much that her core personality changed, but she just grew up. Had more opportunities.
Yeah.
I also thought the part when David used her first Joan of Arc muse was a tiny Easter egg to real identity and name, Joan. Because he knew her as Janet. That's true. That's funny. Showed a great deal of growth. She had so many people in her life in the city that helped her grow. Yeah. And I think anytime you come in contact with more people, it's an opportunity for growth. I loved seeing her connect with Malka. Was she like, what was the, was it with David when she was sick, or and Malka was like, get up. Like we're done crying over this or whatever.
I don't know. Malka was hilarious though.
Malka. I thought Miriam was going to do something to the doll.
I did too.
So
I was going to be like, you're out.
I was so nervous that Miriam was going to do something to the doll. And I know she hid her. She hid the doll like in the dresser, but it's not hide. Like, oh, I would have been so mad. I would have thrown the book like I do with, like I would have with Little Women every time Amy burns the manuscript. It's so angry. It's so angry. Yeah, Malka was another mother figure. I like that Malka was probably more of a mother figure than Mrs. Rosenbach. She interacted with her a lot more. Yeah, I liked this too. We do end with knowing that Joan's going to get educated. Her mom would have loved it. Loved that the cat came back. I forgot that there's even a cat in here.
Oh my goodness. One of my favorite scenes was when they were trying to get the cat out of the tree. And she drug that heavy cement bench. And Miriam's like, dang, girl, you got some guns on those arms. That's that was a paraphrase. And direct quote, page 3. No, just kidding.
No, I don't remember the cat or any of the scenes involving a cat. I must zone out.
Oh my goodness, you blocked that out.
That's so funny. Yeah, I don't remember the cat at all. All right, anything else? I mean, we've talked a little about the ending.
Ooh, excuse me.
Do you feel, I mean, we said that it was a little bit rushed, but do you feel satisfied with how it ended? Does it feel kind of believable for the time period and for the story leading up to that point?
I was satisfied with the ending.
Yeah.
I'll say that. I was satisfied with the ending. I do feel like from the climax to the end, it was just like, and we're done, Yeah. But I do feel like things got wrapped up in a way that I was happy with.
Yeah. I don't remember feeling disappointed. So I don't honestly remember too much about the ending. I do remember now. You're right. Malka was always sitting with the cat. I do remember that. That's funny. The question is, did you feel like you wanted more at the end, or were you okay with where it landed? And I would say I felt fine. Like I felt like good, we wrapped it up. If we were to get more, I would just want her to reconcile with the youngest of her brothers. Luke was his name? Because they were
Matthew, Mark, and Luke.
Yeah, Matthew, Mark, and Luke. So he was Luke.
And then she was Joan.
Yep. Kat was satisfied with the ending. Want to believe she realizes her dreams after she finishes her educational journey.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a good one. I would recommend this author. I really want to read Amber and Clay even more now.
I love Amber and Clay.
I've only read the book of poetry she has set in the medieval time period,
which I own and haven't read, but really want to read that. And then I will have.
I love it.
I know.
Yeah, and I also have from her Splendor and Glooms, which is more circusy kind of.
Yeah, I feel like I have another one too.
I don't know.
Has she written any others?
I don't know. I'm gonna look it up right now.
I think so. The drowning. I don't remember. You'll see it in a sec.
I don't know. I know nothing.
Okay, she wrote The Hired Girl, Splendors and Glooms, Good Masters, Sweet Ladies, Voices from a Medieval Village. That's what I've read. A Drowned Maiden's Hair.
That one I own. I own that one.
I don't have that one. The Night Fairy. Looks like a picture book, maybe?
Katie says she has a new one coming out soon.
Princess
Does she?
Crocodile.
I don't know.
The Bear Skinner, A Tale of the Brothers Grimm. What? The Winter of the Dollhouse. She has quite a few. Oh, that's coming. Oh, that just came out. September 2nd, 2025. The Winter of the Dollhouse. What?
That one just came out? Winter of 2025?
That came out September of 2025. The Winter of the Dollhouse.
Is that one a middle grade or a picture book?
I think it's middle grade. I don't know. And then the hero Schliemann. The dreamer who dug for Troy. Illustrated. I always question when there's an illustrator listed if it's a book. There's no illustrator for Winter of the Dollhouse, but there's a few others that I said that do have illustrators. So I'm not sure if they're picture books. Good Master Sweet Ladies is more of a picture book. It's not very long.
It is, but it didn't it win the Newbery?
Oh yeah, it did. That's why I read it. Yeah, it was fantastic.
Yeah,
so she wrote it so that a classroom of fifth graders.
I think her classroom of fifth graders. I think she's a teacher, and I think she did it for her own classroom.
So they would all
wanted. Yeah, sorry,
have a monologue of their own. So it's all different characters from a medieval village. But they're so good. They're so good. And there's a couple duet poems where they go back and forth or whatever. But yeah. Okay, let's see. Yes. More than what she imagined. Loved Amber and Clay. Was there finality with Joan and David, really?
I mean, yeah, he went overseas.
He's like, bye.
Call me never, dude. Lose my number.
Fun. Winter of the Dollhouse. It is middle grade. Enjoyed it. I agree the ending was rushed, but I was satisfied. I'm passing my copy along to one of my nieces for part of her Christmas gift. Fun. I want to read more of the author. Splendors and Glooms. Yeah, it does sound fun. Winter of the Dollhouse. 400 pages, so it must be middle grade.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, thank you everybody for joining us in our reads this year. We did it a little different with the voting each time instead of telling the books all at the top of the top.
Yeah, you'll have to let us know what you thought of that approach, like not deciding until the month or the meeting beforehand.
Compared if you liked it this way or if you liked it better
when we told you all of them in advance.
Yeah. And this will be it. We will not have another one until March, when we'll have our group read for March. So there will be a few months of total break. Don't ignore middle grade during that time. I'm sure there will be some fantastic reads on the horizon for you all.
Always, always.
Lee liked voting on it.
I preferred it that way too. That's just my vote though.
I like it that way too, because we can highlight what's standing out to us at that moment in time.
That's true. Yeah.
I love like picking at the beginning of the year and then getting to November, like, I don't really want to read this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Connie liked voting as well. Judy, we haven't heard from you. Did you like this book? I think you said when you did your intro comment that you liked it. The voting was incentive to attend the lives, right? If you got there, you got to be part of the vote. Loved voting, but you all picked terrific selection, so I'm fine either way. Cat. There's just so many really good middle grade books out there still to be read.
Yes, there are.
And this was a good one. It was a little on the longer side, but it was a good one. I'm glad we read it.
It was kind of on the longer side. This is one of our longer ones. I mean, I also feel like the way Laura Amy Schlitz writes, they're always, I would call them upper middle grade.
Yeah.
Young like old middle grade, young YA. Yeah. Like she writes for that in between age, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like there aren't very many YA books or middle grade books with a 14-year-old protagonist.
No, they're not.
They're always those 14-year-olds are always forgotten.
Yeah. You're right, because they're often 12.
Mm-hmm.
Grade 11 and 12.
Yep. And then
Or
in
YA,
YA, they're always like 17.
18. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice try, Agatha. You'll find out in February. Mostly because we have no idea.
We haven't even talked about it.
We don't even know
We
yet.
have zero discussions have been had.
We will
We
not.
usually wait to talk about this stuff until the beginning of the year.
After Christmas, for sure. Yeah. January, we'll start. Hey, we should probably think about
Maybe have a conversation.
So yeah, no clue at this point. Thank you guys. Yeah, we're excited always. Not yet. I'm not excited for middle grade March yet. It's too early to get excited, but
we will be.
But we will be.
Come January, we start getting excited for it.
Yeah. There's a lot. It's true. There should be more books because there is a lot that happens between 13 and 17 for sure.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I understand why they do it. Like once you get to YA, everyone wants to read older, right? Mm-hmm. You want to read up. And so when you get to YA, you want to read those 15, 16-year-olds want to read about the 17-year-olds. But like I have a 13-year-old niece who doesn't necessarily want to read a book for 12-year-olds or with a 12-year-old protagonist because she's not 12 anymore, but she's not ready for YA yet. So like this is kind of like that perfect
sweet spot.
Yeah, spot for her.
Yep. I started reading Mary Higgins Clark when I was 14, 15 years old. Because there was no.
Yeah, I was definitely not reading appropriate things.
No.
At least there's options now.
Yeah, it's true. Very true. Awesome. Well, we hope that you all had a lovely Thanksgiving holiday.
Mm-hmm.
And PJ, I know you're in Canada and your Thanksgiving one's October. So we hope you had a fun on Thanksgiving in October. But yeah, hope you'll have a wonderful holiday season. Find moments of peace and rest in the midst of the busy and the chaos. Mm-hmm. Never read middle grade before, you guys, and I've read so many great books because of you. Oh, Judy,
that's wonderful.
We love to hear that. That is like why we do middle grade March for comments like that. Remember being a young teen and I couldn't wait to be 18. Great discussion. Good. Angela, thank you for your thoughts, and everybody, thank you for joining in with your thoughts and comments along the way. Glad that this book seemed to be a hit for most of you. And hopefully our next one will be too in a few months. But have a wonderful rest of your December. Enjoy all the extra content people are putting out right now. Katie has been doing an awesome reels on her wrap-ups each month. I just was telling her before we got started that I've been inspired almost every time to pick up a book because I love how she talks about books. I miss having you talk about books to my
on YouTube
on my screen.
I know. Maybe someday I'll get back to YouTube. It's the editing.
I know. Editing is the worst.
Yeah.
It's true. But yeah, that's it. We're going to wrap it up. See you guys soon.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.